Hello my friends, it's been a while since I made a top 3 projects video about new launches here in the United Arab Emirates. Today I'm going to tell you about 3 projects. They're unique because in this location there's practically no land left. And friends, the coolest thing is that it's on an island, it's the first shoreline, and it's just a 3-minute walk to the sea. And the best part is that there's a project offering a 2-year post-handover payment plan, and all the apartments come fully finished and furnished, ready to move in. My friends, this is a project located on Dubai Island. Let me show you. Here is the island, and this right here is the shoreline. This is the beach. I'll show you some footage of what it all looks like now. Previously, projects here used to launch right along this line, guys. Right here we had a couple of projects that sold out literally, I don't know, in just a few days. This is a large shopping mall, which will also be opening soon, right? And my friends, a new project is about to launch right here from the developer Imtiaz. Also, here we have a project from the developer Fakrudin and from Segrex as well. A new project is launching. What makes these projects unique? Look, it's literally just a 3-minute walk from here to the beach, and there are practically no other projects like this in this location right now, because all the other projects, even from Imtiaz, are starting over there, and from there it takes about 20 minutes on foot to get to the beach. Samana also has projects launching here as well. From there, it will also take you about 15 to 20 minutes, if not 30, to reach the beach. That's why these 3 projects, it's as if, the guys got together and agreed to launch them along this line. Look, here it is. This line right along this line, there are 3 projects, just 3 minutes from the sea. In first place, I put the project from the developer Imtiaz. I think you all know very well that I really like the developer Imtiaz, because I recently even filmed a video where I visited a completed building from this developer. And I was pleasantly surprised by the quality and the fact that the developer actually delivered what was shown in the renderings. So you can also follow the link and take a look. And I think you'll see for yourself that the Imtiaz developer can and should be trusted. They have launched their project. The project is called Beachwalk Grand 2. Why Grand 2? Because the first project, Beachwalk Grand 1, also launched on the same line, right on the first shoreline, and we literally sold out all the apartments there in about a week and a half. There was nothing left. Because the developer Imtiaz offers all the apartments with designer renovations. That means they come fully finished, furnished, and equipped with appliances completely turnkey. I've already filmed and shown a lot of videos about what it looks like. I've gone into these apartments, shown what the furniture will be like, what appliances there will be, and how everything will look. And you often write to me and ask, Andre, is it really going to be like that? Yes, guys, that's exactly how it's going to look. So what does the Beachwalk Grand 2 project offer us? It will be similar to Beachwalk Grand 1. In other words, it's basically a twin brother, just in a different location. And I'll tell you, the location is in no way worse than the first one. The only thing is, you won't have sea views there. I'll tell you right away, because the area where the building is located doesn't offer any views. The coolest thing is that it took the suspended pool from its older brother. It's like a bowl on the roof, and it's made of glass, can you imagine? So it's actually a really cool effect. Plus, of course, you'll have a gym, parking is included, and in addition, you'll have a lounge area, a playground, an indoor kids room, and of course, a sauna and hammam. In other words, when the developer Imtiaz builds their projects, they always think through every detail. As of today, the developer Imtiaz is only accepting expressions of interest for purchasing an apartment. That means you need to make a minimum deposit of 100,000 dirhams, get in line, and then wait for sales to start so you can buy an apartment. The payment plan is the standard 60-40 split. During the construction phase, you pay 60%. The initial payment is 20%. And at the end, in 2027, when the project is completed, you will need to pay the remaining 40%. What types of apartments does the developer offer? 1-bedroom apartments, there are 62 of them. The area starts from 80 square meters. There are only 39 2-bedroom units. But I'll tell you, on this island, on Dubai Island, 2-bedroom apartments are snapped up faster than 1-bedroom ones. Why is that? Because many clients are considering an apartment on the island within walking distance to the sea for themselves. Can you imagine that? You buy an apartment, it's completely finished, you get the keys, and you literally walk out in your slippers, take a 3-minute stroll, and you're relaxing and enjoying yourself on your own beach. There's a shopping mall nearby. You just cross the street, do your shopping, and buy everything you need. In just 15 to 20 minutes, you're at the Burj Khalifa. Before we move on to the project that offers a 2-year installment plan after receiving the keys, let me tell you about the second project, which I ranked in 2nd place. This is from the developer Segrex. Segrex has actually been on our market for a long time. They have already been building their projects in the JVC area. I am personally acquainted with the director of the company from the segment, who personally invited me, and I visited his construction site. In other words, I saw how they launched their buildings right from the foundation pit. That is, we actually went down into the pit and saw the quality of the construction. So my friends, here is a link that will appear. You can check it out. The developer really thinks through everything down to the smallest detail to impress their buyers. And of course, on Dubai Island, he also wants to impress, because in this location, as I already mentioned, there are currently only 3 projects available that you can buy within a 3-minute walk to the sea. A clubhouse, ceiling height is 3 meters. floor-to-ceiling panoramic windows, that's what awaits you. Plus, of course, the grounds have also been thoughtfully designed by the developer down to the smallest detail. There's a landscape pool, jacuzzi, sauna, hammam, a fireplace area of its own, a children's pool, plus an eco-friendly playground for kids, a fitness center equipped with techno-gym equipment, an open-air cinema, and a water cooling system in all rooms. Can you imagine? This is truly a unique feature, because in the summer, when it's hot, wherever the air conditioner can cool you down, this system will. Plus, there's a charging station for electric cars. Because in Dubai, we have a lot of electric cars now, people buy them often. Once again, it's just 3 minutes to the sea. This is Dubai Islands, which isn't expandable. And of course, the price. As of today, there are apartments here starting from 1-bedroom units. And the price here is, I'll tell you, 20% lower compared to the developer Imtiaz. The payment plan is also 60-40. We pay 40% upon receiving the keys. In third place, I put the developer, Fakrudin Properties. Fakrudin Properties has built several projects in Dubai. Right now, a project is being built in the JVC area, and it will be completed soon. We will also receive the keys. I think I will also be involved in this project because my clients have bought apartments there as well. Here, we only have 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom units. That's why I put this project in third place. But keep in mind, friends, Fakrudin Properties also delivers all their apartments fully finished, with furniture and appliances ready to move in. And here there are more than 50 amenities, that is over 50 conveniences that the developer offers you. It's a clubhouse consisting of 2 buildings, but with a shared ground floor where all the amenities are located. Let me show you how it all looks right now. Here we will have a lot of greenery, many park areas, jogging tracks, and bicycle paths. In other words, there is a large master plan for Dubai Island. I think when it's fully completed in 2028, you guys will be very pleasantly surprised by the island. That's why I was talking about the previous projects, because all the projects you can buy for yourself on Dubai Island, right here on this first shoreline, are perfect both for personal use, for vacations, right? So the first shoreline plus a shopping mall, of course, is also ideal for renting out to tourists. This is what we have in the summer. What do all tourists love here? It's shopping, the sea, and of course a great area. By the way, we also have our own marina here. There will be a fantastic promenade here. The developer Imtiaz also has quite a lot of their own projects here. That's why, my friends, Dubai Islands is attractive both for renting out, for living, and of course for resale. Because in the future, when the island is fully developed, I think it's obvious no need to consult a fortune teller that it will be in very high demand on the market. Let's take a look at what our project looks like. As I mentioned to you, these are 2 club-style buildings. There's a shared ground floor, a podium, right? All the leisure and convenience zones will be located there. And let's, of course, here we have a description of what is where and how. And friends, let's go downstairs together. Here we have the floor plans. Take a look. These are the 2 buildings. By the way, there are apartments that will have a sea view, but I have to disappoint you right away. The apartments won't have sea views because right on the first coastline, the land there is designated for hotels. So the view will be towards the hotels. And even from the upper floors, it's unlikely that you'll get a sea view. Plus, there are apartments, look, with their own private pools. So it's a jacuzzi. You can look at the floor plans separately. This is one of the 2-room apartments. Look, here's the jacuzzi. It's really cool to rent out 2-room apartments with their own jacuzzi. Can you imagine? Here are the tourists. For tourist well, for living, I think a jacuzzi, honestly, you'll probably get tired of it after a couple of months because on the premises you have a pool, a children's pool, a sauna, a hammam, everything is there. But for tourists, it's very important to be able to show off where they vacationed, in which project, in which building, and in which apartment they stayed. That's why many of my investors, when they buy apartments for rental purposes, always make sure there's a private jacuzzi on the terrace or, well, on the balcony. This is a big plus even for future resale. Look here, there's a jacuzzi as well. There are different layout options to choose from. You need to take a look here. There are 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom apartments. Let me repeat. All apartments will be fully furnished with appliances and furniture, completely turnkey, and the kitchen will be fully equipped. So basically, you don't need to buy anything extra, not even a TV, because it will already be included in your apartment package. There's just everything here. There's just so much here. For example, there's a green park area. Look, we even have is this a sky park? I think, right? A skate park. So, this area here is a barbecue zone. And here, look at this pool we have. 1, 2, 3 pools. This one is the children's pool. Plus, look, we have water exercise equipment. That's actually really trendy in Dubai right now. And we also have this enclosed room. Look, this green room here. In general, Fakrudin Properties, as I mentioned before, they really strive to make their projects as environmentally friendly as possible. Plus here we have, look, a gym, right? A fitness center, and of course a sauna and a hammam. All of this is included in this part here. Plus, look, here we have this kind of open area. So let me put it in my own words. This is an amphitheater. It's really cool and really awesome. And that's not all yet, right? This whole area here, yes, and the developer has already, if anyone is interested, I can personally send you this presentation and you can take a look at this entire recreation area. Everything is described in detail here. Many people probably know what biohacking is, so it's really cool that the developer is adding things like this for their clients, for their residents. Not every developer does this after all. Look, Here we have the red room, which helps restore joints, so a person recovers much faster. Plus, there's an extra feature, an oxygen room. Even Cristiano Ronaldo has an oxygen room like this. So guys, if you're interested, you can read up and learn more about all of this in detail. And there's cryotherapy as well. This is exactly where all of these things, my friends, are located. So it's really cool. They've even set aside a separate area here, a park zone where you can take a walk. Plus, they've also designated, as you can see, what the pool area will look like. So the developer did a great job. They've laid out exactly how everything will look. Amazing. And here, look, is a full kids area, a kids zone. So your children will definitely be happy living and relaxing here. So friends, this is truly an amazing project. Here's a separate area just for sports. As I showed you, there's a gym, outdoor exercise equipment, and even equipment right on the water. There's a climbing area where you can climb with your kids. So that's it. That's how it is, my friends. By the way, up there is a golf area. You see a mini golf course right on the roof on the 10th floor. You have this mini golf area where you can play. There's even a small kitchen area, like a bar, right? So you can put your cold drinks in the fridge there and play. Of course, we also have panoramic windows here, and the apartments will be in light colors. There's a cool, beautiful entrance area that will amaze you because it feels like you're entering a 5-star hotel. All of this has been thoughtfully designed by the developer Fakrudin. Here, the payment plan is 60-40. You pay 60% during the construction phase, and then you have 2 years to pay the remaining 40%. What does this give you, my friends? It gives you a longer installment plan, which lasts for almost 5 years. You'll find my phone number, you can message me, and I will get in touch with you to provide more detailed advice for investment purposes. Or if you're looking for a home for yourself, we'll help you find the perfect option. So guys, wishing everyone a great mood. Bye-bye.